The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the next episode will focus on Sheila's increasingly brutal actions and Steffi's sudden absence. Here are all the details. Clearly analyzed to explain why Steffi will disappear from the screen in the near future. Who will be Sheila's next victim? First of all, the biggest question that the audience is asking is, who will continue to be Sheila's victim? After a series of events, it seems that Sheila is not stopping. Her ultimate goal is to regain the connection with Finn, the son she has always longed to be acknowledged. However, Finn's attachment to Steffi makes Sheila extremely resentful of Steffi. Sheila realizes that she needs a centipede by Finn's side or his family, and the name Luna appears as a suitable choice. Luna was not noticed by many people at first, but Sheila believed that as long as she approached and influenced Luna, she could gradually eliminate Steffi's influence. That was why Sheila gradually drew Luna in, forming a secret alliance with this girl. Anger increased when Deacon broke up with Sheila in the context of Sheila's plan to control everything. Deacon, who had a mysterious relationship with Sheila, now resolutely broke up and stayed away from her. The reason was because Sheila joined hands with another killer, making it impossible for Deacon to continue to be involved. This betrayal was the last straw that made Sheila even angrier. With her inherently dangerous nature and always driven by hatred, Sheila decided that eliminating Steffi, indirectly tying down Finn, and then slowly gaining his trust would be a long-term and perfect plan. She believed that with Steffi gone, no one would stand in her way to Finn. Kidnapping plan, cruel attack. Sheila did not hesitate to take reckless actions. First, she sneaked into the cliff house where Steffi and Finn's family once lived happily. Like any evil person, Sheila chose to attack Steffi's most precious, key little Hayes. Sheila kidnapped Hayes to force Steffi into a trap. This was an extremely dangerous psychological attack, touching Steffi's own child, forcing her to obey any request. Sheila called Steffi, threatening that if Steffi did not come alone and keep everything a secret, Hayes would be in danger. Pushed into a dilemma, Steffi was forced to obey Sheila, fearing that any action could hurt her son. Fateful encounter. Steffi fell into a trap with a panicked mentality and only concerned about Hayes' safety. Steffi was completely unprepared. She arrived at the meeting point in a state of fear and tension, but still hoped to rescue her child. However, when Steffi appeared, she was shocked by the image. Luna was also there with Sheila. At this moment, Steffi understood the bitter truth that she had fallen into a perfect trap. Both Sheila and Luna smiled sinisterly, showing that everything had been arranged in advance. Unable to handle it, Steffi was immediately restrained and tied up. She cried and begged, but all she received in return was cold brutality. Steffi was murdered. The climax of the tragedy occurred when Luna, without saying a word, stabbed Steffi. This lightning-fast, vicious action was proof that Luna was completely on Sheila's side. The horror did not stop there. Sheila continued to stab Steffi multiple times, making sure she had no chance of survival. This was the most violent climax, marking the beginning of a new series of storms. Steffi seemed to have no hope left. Sheila and Luna then disposed of Steffi's body by throwing her into the sea. This entire brutal act showed that Sheila had gone too far, with no way back on the path of crime. Message to Finn and the cover-up. After dealing with Steffi, Sheila did not forget to stage everyone to believe that Steffi voluntarily left town. She wrote a letter impersonating Steffi, sent to Finn, saying that Steffi needed time to rest and had decided to go away to calm down. This was to avoid Finn being suspicious or organizing a search too soon. Sheila also knew that as long as Finn thought Steffi left for personal reasons, she would have more time to manipulate the situation and continue to intrude deeper into Finn and Hayes' lives. Even more frightening, Sheila brought Hayes back to the cliff house as if nothing had happened, creating the impression that everything was fine. This was a sinister plot. To keep Steffi's child close to her, to get close to Finn, and at the same time completely remove Steffi's biggest obstacle. The real reason behind Steffi's, Jacqueline MacInnes Wood, absence. Although this is a dramatic plot, the real-life truth is more gentle. Actress Jacqueline MacInnes Wood, who plays Steffi, is having health problems, specifically appendicitis, and needs surgery to remove it. Therefore, she needs time to recover and temporarily leave the set. The production team has incorporated this reason into the script, creating a climax to explain Steffi's departure without affecting the plot too much. Therefore, Steffi's disappearance in the near future is completely intentional. On the film, Steffi was murdered and mysteriously disappeared, but in real life, Jacqueline MacInnes Wood simply needs time for surgery and healing. Conclusion. So, The Bold and the Beautiful has pushed the drama to a climax. Sheila and Luna conspired to murder Steffi, threw her into the ocean, and created a fake crime scene, leaving behind a deceptive letter. While the audience is still in shock, Steffi's, Jacqueline MacInnes Wood, absence is actually due to the actress's personal health problems. With all of Sheila's schemes and brutal actions, the question for the audience is, will the truth be revealed soon? How will Finn react when he discovers that Steffi did not leave voluntarily? Let's wait for the next episodes to see how long this tragedy will last and what awaits Finn, Luna, and the rest of the Forrester family. This promises to be a series of events full of tension, drama, and no less pain, especially for fans of the character Steffi. All will be answered in the upcoming episodes. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that the upcoming episodes will revolve around Luna's attempt to enter the Spencer Empire, along with the appearance of Bill Spencer's son Will. Each detail shows the story is getting more and more dramatic, revealing Luna's ambition and Will's unexpected reaction to bold invitations. Here is the full story and analysis of each idea. Luna is a desperate woman or a clever gold digger? Luna appears next to Will as a desperate woman, looking for a quick afternoon of fun. Initially, she disguises her actions with a thank you gift, under the pretext that Will's father Bill has treated her well, so she wants to return the favor to his son. However, this is just a show to cover up the real purpose. Luna intends to infiltrate the Spencer Empire for a long time, because she knows very well that being a part of the Spencer family means the lavish life she has always desired. For Luna, the Spencer family's wealth and status are what she aims for, instead of pure love. The plot lasts, from fake tests to trying to seduce Bill previously. The Bold and the Beautiful viewers witness Luna trying to turn Bill Spencer into her biological father with a fake paternity test in order to gain a firm foothold in the Spencer family. The plan did not stop there. Luna planned to seduce Bill himself to become his life partner. Bill even almost went through the legal adoption process for her. However, all the plots collapsed when the truth about the fake test and her crimes were exposed. Realizing that Bill flatly refused to let her become a family member, Luna was still determined to find another way. She changed her target to Bill's son Will. By luring this young heir, she could access the Spencer fortune. Luna's cat and mouse attack on Will. Luna believes that Will, a young man with little experience in love, will easily become a fat bait. She has repeatedly revealed her extremely pragmatic outlook on life, following her mother Poppy, using her charm to get into bed with rich men. As soon as she had the opportunity, Luna openly propositioned Will. But Will immediately corrected her, extinguishing Luna's afternoon gift intention. Will called her delusional and bluntly kicked her out of the restaurant. However, Will's resolute attitude did not make Luna give up. Even after being rejected, she still showed her determination to continue to cling. Luna showed her defiance and lack of self-esteem when she ate Will's leftovers, thereby implicitly showing that she would return, determined to do everything to achieve her goal. Will is a young copy of Bill? Will appeared on The Bold and the Beautiful as a teenager full of energy. The audience soon noticed that he had a rebellious and adventurous streak, which reminded them of a young Bill Spencer. When Will applied for an internship at Forrester Creations, FC, instead of choosing his father's company, Bill was furious. But Will quickly calmed his father's anger by explaining, "There are a lot of hot girls at FC. Just that one sentence made Bill immediately change his mind from anger to pride. Because he saw a copy of himself in his son, Will inherited Bill's gene of enjoying life, making the two understand each other more than ever. The ultimate goal is not love. For Luna, the ultimate goal is a life of luxury and status under the Spencer roof. She is not afraid to admit that, as long as she gets into this family, she can enjoy it without having to work hard. Bill once let Luna stay while she was under house arrest, but also warned her that she would never become a real Spencer. However, Luna persisted. Unable to win over Bill, she turned to Will's heir as a shortcut to access Spencer's fortune. Will's reaction and Luna's tireless efforts, although Will showed no interest in the bold proposals, Luna did not stop. She believed that as long as she continued to pressure and play psychological games, Will, with his interest in new things, nature, might take the bait at some point. Will called her delusional, a harsh word showing that he did not consider Luna a suitable partner. However, for Luna, every insult only increases the challenge. She is the type of person who refuses to sit still, especially when the reward is too big. The devious strategist Sheila is Luna's decisive card. Luna's latest trump card is Sheila, the person she has just received. Sheila is famous on the bold and the beautiful for her countless schemes and tricks. Her ability to manipulate minds is unmatched. Now that Luna has Sheila behind her, she can completely take advantage of more dangerous tricks to approach Will. This promises a series of dramatic dramas. Will Sheila show Luna how to control Will? Or even cause a rift between Bill and Will so that Luna can sneak into the Spencer family? The bold and the beautiful will witness an ambitious Luna, determined to sink her claws into Will Spencer. Despite Will's current tactful rejection, Luna's ambition has not diminished. With the help of Sheila, she has more tricks to turn the situation around. So what will happen when this cunning girl continues to set up a battle with Spencer's son? Will, despite his cleverness, can stand firm against the sophisticated tricks? And will Bill Spencer be able to stop and protect his son from Luna's plot to climb to the top? All of this promises to create a dramatic storyline, where intrigue, interests, feelings, and father-son relationships are turned upside down. Let's watch the next episodes to witness how this dangerous chess game ends.